Let's review Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U. Being a Wii U owner was tough. Every time Nintendo tried to secure a third-party title for the Wii U, the third-party developers ghosted them faster than a Tinder date. The Wii U had family-friendly cartoony first-party titles, but what do owners do if they want something more mature? Let's travel back in time. The Bayonetta 2 development team was running out of money, and Nintendo needed violent and mature games. The unlikely duo was a match made in heaven. Because of Nintendo's funding, Nintendo secured the rights to Bayonetta 2 and 3, no doubt causing a lot of Devil May Cry fans to, well, cry. Unfortunately, Bayonetta 2 was not enough to save the Wii U from the pit of hell, but don't underestimate this game. Bayonetta 2 is crazy good. Visually, the game is just wow. The gameplay is smooth, compelling, and packs a punch. The enemy design is next level. You don't need a review to tell you this game is good. Perhaps you're considering choosing between this game or another masterpiece like Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and you only have enough money to buy one. Then this review should help you decide. I will be reviewing Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U. The Nintendo Switch version has a better frame rate, but just like many of you, I don't have enough money to buy games twice. While Bayonetta 2 is great even without playing its prequel, I will still make reference to its prequel for those who have played it. The combat system is the soul of an action-adventure game. Does it feel fluid and responsive? Do the animations flow well? Do the enemies mix things up to keep things interesting? The answer is yes, yes, and did I mention hell yes? And no, I'm not from California. I'm just making a reference because in this game, you literally go to hell. Okay, I just ruined the joke. Anyways, Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2's combat system both feel amazing and tick all the boxes. The game gives you so many ways to skin an angel. The character Bayonetta feels extremely powerful. We're talking about Dragon Ball Z Goku level of power, but she doesn't even need to charge up for 10 minutes. Every move has so much impact and range that you feel like you can take on an army. She moves effortlessly and graceful, and she does it with style. The combo system is updated from the first game. They removed my favorite combos from the original, but they replaced them with new ones. There are multiple weapons, and each weapon has their own combos, allowing you to pick your favorite style. Some mini-bosses drop extra large weapons which have limited durability, but are much more powerful. In the original game, you only get to pound on angels, but now you get to smash some demons. It's like everyone wants a piece of Bayonetta, and who can blame them? All of the new enemy designs are pretty crazy. Both the allies and enemies' animations and fighting styles are so ridiculously cool. Compared to the original game, Bayonetta 2 has many more different characters who fight with you. This makes some pretty epic battles. One game mechanic I appreciate is the Umbran Climax, where Bayonetta burns one magic meter to temporarily go into a powered up mode for health regeneration, wider attacks, and higher stagger. In the original game, the magic meter was mainly used to perform torture attacks, which are instant kills on lesser enemies, but not useful for bosses. Umbran Climax is extremely useful for boss fights and gives some variety in gameplay where you switch from defensive to offensive. You can button mash in this game, but it won't be as effective. To counter this, the game's loading screen gives you an open space to practice combos along with a chart on the right side about the combos you can do with your particular weapon. I like to use combos with big finishers, preferably one where Bayonetta finishes with a giant hair attack, which deals a ton of damage. You could also end the combo with a launcher attack, which allows you to dish out even more damage, or you could cancel attacks with a spin attack so you can indefinitely chain combos forever. With enough practice, you could be spinning, slashing, and dashing your way like a technician, and it feels amazing. If you want to get good, the game scatters optional training missions around the map. If you see a bluish portal on the floor, you could warp to an optional battle. These missions are usually very difficult, such as defeating the enemy in a limited number of attacks, or time. so trying again a few dozen times might be required, but this game doesn't punish you for trying again. These tricky missions give some variety in this game, improves your skills, and gives a reward well worth your effort, usually in the form of a permanent health boost. There are more hidden items than just optional training missions. One of my favorite things to look for are books that reveal the lore of the game. I'm an RPG fanboy, and I can't get enough of lore. Of course, if you were only into the hack and slash, you can skip these books, but I suggest you to try to read a few books to see if it doesn't tickle your pickle. Anyways, that's enough about the gameplay. Let's talk about graphics. Bayonetta has always looked good thanks to a strong artistic language, but this sequel improves on a few things. The characters' faces have better skin lighting, definition, and more detail. The original game had a muted color palette which was common during those years, but Bayonetta 2 has a more vibrant color with higher contrast, so it's easy to tell what's going on screen. I feel Bayonetta 2 has a crisper image even though the resolution is still only 720p. The background and environment for this game blew me away. The environment constantly has things going on to make it feel alive. A lot of the battle sequence have backgrounds that are extremely busy, including giant monsters fighting each other in the background, flying pieces of buildings, twirling tunnels of water, and such. The environment is gorgeous and it makes a joy to explore each level. The story is pretty good for an action game. Your friend died and is now in hell. Bayonetta is on a long journey to the gates of hell itself to save her friend. You meet a teenage boy who has special powers and a cocky attitude. It's nice to have allies to walk and talk with during the game. Speaking of hell, the environment for hell is ridiculous. It's so hellish. Take a look at this stuff. Did I mention that when you're fighting enemies, you can see the damage being reflected in their appearances? This is nice in boss fights so you can feel the feedback from your impacts. Bayonetta 2 cut down on the number of quick time events and climax finishers compared to the original. I usually don't care about quick time events, but Bayonetta 1 did quick time events pretty well. Either way, the devs took most of it out, but for those that are left, you only need to mash for 1 second, while in the original, you can mash for 8 seconds straight. When I mean climax boss finishers, I'm talking about when the boss has no health left, and you press 2 buttons to activate a Mortal Kombat style finish him fatality, where Bayonetta stress turns to a gigantic stream of hair and summons a demon to beat the boss into a senseless pulp. I don't know why Bayonetta 2 has fewer finishers, but I guess they were too gruesome for Nintendo. Nintendo was like, we need some brutal finishers for a console, but not too brutal? Anyways, I'm just speculating. This game is spectacular, but it won't be a review if I didn't complain about a few stuff. Sometimes there are too many things going on screen, making it hard to see what's happening. On rare occasions, the camera makes it hard to see your character or the enemy. Take a look at this boss fight and tell me in the comments if you can see what is going on. Also, when you swim underwater as a snake, moving your camera up and down can feel like you're wrestling with a snake. This game has lots of replay value thanks to its multiple difficulty levels, its optional stuff, and its scoring system. Still, the main mission is not too long. You could probably finish the game in a single day if you are serious about it. This is fine by me, quality over quantity. If you want more, you can always play it again, or play its prequel or sequel. Dadozy Games give this game a 9 out of 10, just like its prequel. While I feel this game is slightly better than the prequel, I still have to give the prequel credit for introducing us to the entire world of Bayonetta. It's harder to introduce a new concept rather than to refine an existing one. Please let me know in the comments if I missed anything important about this game. Thanks for watching and happy gaming!